kind of stuff. But so you're now finding these things that are telling you where to go. So if I'm here, there's my my seventh cervical. There's my sternocleidomastoid. There's the ball shape. There's the neck coming up. There's the skull that sits on top of it, the pedestal. There's the face attaches, and that's how you found that. Now, if this rises up, there's the clavicle. There's the ball shape. This goes in front. That goes in front.
Right.
This comes down here, and then the shoulder grows out of that. And then when you know this is here, then you scoop out the rib cage. And now, if you figure that this is the top rib, because it's the clavicle, they start doing this. If they start doing that, this the sternal, serratus anterior fit in there. You know that the top third of the six-pack lines up here. The next six-pack lines up there, and then there's the pubis. From here, right aligned with that, is the external oblique on either side. And then if you envision the butt in here, the arm comes, the leg comes out. You can find the front of the kneecap here. There's the top of that bone. You know that this long center muscle is there. This one's on the other side. There's the teardrop muscle. And all these things start fitting together. And you can start looking at the cane stuff and see that there's the rib cage, scooped it out. There's the line where the shoulder comes out. He's drawing these bubbles because, you know, he's Gil Kane. He draws very well, and he's done it for a long time. He didn't, and, you know, I don't think he drew as well as John Buscema, or maybe he did, depending upon apples and oranges. But here he's also showing you planes. So, and this stuff, you might look at Bridgman, because that's where he got it from. Also, one of his very biggest influences, I don't know if you realize this or not, is Lou Fine.
I could see the connection.
If you look at, and Bernie Krigstein, as a matter of fact, if you look at the early Lou Fine Condor stuff, the kind of gesture, the elongation, the sweep, the grace, that all comes out of Lou Fine.
I see.
Gil Kane got it. So, middle muscle, teardrop muscle, front plane. Middle muscle, teardrop muscle, front plane. Pecs attaching deltoid chromium process over here. Pecs attaching to that. I've never understood what the hell that was. I don't think it exists.
Maybe he invented
always
it
drew it.
Yeah.
You know, and he's drawing this because he's saying, look, there it is. There's this muzzle that fits this whole thing in here. Look up the Riley method. However you spell it, and his bodies as well as heads, and you'll see what it's talking about.
Cool.
And even this, no anatomy whatsoever. He's just, and he probably sketched that a little bit before this stage, but he's got the big shapes doing their work, and then however much anatomy you need left in there. You know, so he knew it. He was just such a big dick. Anyway, and this, it's just he understands the spine, the tilt here, the tilt there, deltoid, triceps, big ball. This is all this is. It's a ball with a cylinder attached to a ball to a cylinder, and then on top of that, that fits in there, this fits in here, that fits in there, that fits in there, and all that stuff.
Standard procedure.
Yes. Okay.
Cool.